Well, actually, to be honest with you, I normally have done that.
You've named most of the guys that I mentioned, so there you go. We must be right.
There we are.
John Stefanovski walking past with our hot dog, so that's good to see he's on the right menu this afternoon with a week off of the hamstring injury. Back to the action for the second half. Reuter gets a tap down again for Eastern Suburbs. They trail at the moment 3-5-23 to 5-8-38. McNamara from centre half back for Corio. Gets a kick away. Hobbs attacks the ball well, gets his left foot to it and goes back towards McNamara at centre half back. They've got the numbers. Cockrell, oh, he was Shelley and Cockrell fighting over it. Now Shelley smothered by Radford there. He worked hard. McGough. He gets it now onto his left foot, turns around. It goes deep towards the teeth of goal. Keating leads Peters in the race the ball. Peters, though, does very well short. He can get it to Murray. Falls through his legs. He can't pick it up. Kicked off the ground by Keating. Is it out of bounds on the full? No, it's not. It's out of bounds. It's a boundary throw in just on the outer side in the forward pocket for Eastern Suburbs.
Very courageous effort there, Kelvin Keating. You had to be centimetre perfect with that kick off the ground. Otherwise, it could have been a certain goal to the Suburbs. Fortunate that fortunes was shining on Kelvin Keating. Boundary throw in. Quick shot at goal now from that throw-in by the ever-reliable settlement for the Suburbs in Mickey O'Leary, but Mick's well offline.
So a free kick in the back pocket for Darren Shelley for Corio. Shelley now kicks to the outer side. O'Toole waits in front. Grosdanovsky punches away from Charles and McNamara there. So it's going to be a boundary throw-in at half forward for the Eagles.
Yes, the sun's streaming down now. It's getting quite warm up here in the comedy position as we see the ball back into play. Some Suburbs going in very hard for the footy. Picking himself off the carpet was, looks like Grosdanovsky having a run on the ball. Umpire throws it in the air again. Bowden does battle on hands and knees, gets it out to the run there of his teammate who got flattened there by Rowbottom. Play's allowed to continue because there's nothing in it. Lang comes out and has taken a great grab, and Darren McNamara is just not happy at the present time with Peter Lang for some reason. I don't know what happened there, but has responded rather hastily with that 50-metre decision against him.
Well, I think that might have been for the tackle before on McNamara when he got flattened. So it's going to be a 50-metre penalty against Corio, and Lang is going to be kicking from the goal line. So a certain goal. And, well, it seems we are the accurate ones, Ronnie, because it's 3-6-24. And McNamara is coming off 3-6-24 for Eastern Suburbs, so we were right. And Sean O'Leary, who's standing on the scoreboard, is pretty confident about Peter Lang's kicking for goal because he's already put up the fourth goal. So Peter Lang's standing on the goal line now. So we were right at half-time, Ron. 3-6-24 it was, 14 points of difference. McNamara is coming off the ground, and so he's off. So Lang from the goal line walks in and kicks his third goal. And Eastern Suburbs 4-6-30 Eastern Suburbs. And Corio 5-8-38, 8 points of difference on the Atco Easy Shop third quarter scoreboard. We've been going 3 minutes in this third quarter, and a quick goal for the Eastern Suburbs side. That's what they needed. Third to Peter Lang, and Sean O'Leary obviously hasn't gone to school because it's 4-6-30, and he's just about to change the score now. 4-6-30, 5-8-38. The Devils still in front by 8 points. GDFL Match of the Day, round 14, as Ronnie puts up the scoreboard again for our guest video watchers. Back to the centre, Bowden and Reuter. Good throw up. Free kick found by the boundary umpire. Now somebody's walked in, and it's Corio. Corio player walked in there before the ball was bounced. So Reuter to take the free kick for Eastern Suburbs. Short little kick's good to Radford. Picks it up on the half volley. Handball back to Reuter. Advantage paid for a high tackle against Radford. Reuter goes with the torpedo punt, but it doesn't come off. Lang gets a high tackle. Running straight through the eggshells. Shelley at centre half back relieves the pressure for the Devils. Goes along towards Aitken and Hobbs. Hobbs on Aiken's hammer, does very well, keeps his feet, but Davies there now. He's tackled without the ball. Free kick found for holding the man. Ashley Davey, just on the attacking side of wing, will take the free kick for Corio. So Davey now kicks towards centre half forward. Mark O'Toole back on the ground, getting back there, Loughton. First to recover, Wembridge, and also Radford got one high. Yeah, got to pick out the free kick. Was going to pay advantage to the umpire, but has elected to give the free, or has to give the free kick to Radford at centre half back. Radford now, short to Loughton, can run from centre half back, nobody's standing the mark. Has a kick on his right foot though, does very well towards Lang, and good use of the body there by Ruck. Danny Ruck takes the mark over the back of Peter Lang. Goes wide towards the wing. Falling over at the crucial stage there was McNamara. That's Matthew, close to the boundary line. Keeps it in. Oh, did he? No, he didn't. The boundary umpire said it's going to be a boundary throw in on the wing. Grandstand side, Eastern Suburbs 4-6-30, Corio 5-8-38 at the Coeasy Shop. Third quarter scoreboard. We've been going 5 minutes in this third quarter. Bowden, Reuter gets a tap to the front. Matthews, fresh air shot for Eastern Suburbs. Rundle there on hands and knees, can't take the ball with him. In there, Atkin gives it towards Bowden, handball to Charles. She can't pick it up though. Radford goes in hard, also works very hard. Smith back to Reuter, puts him under the hammer. Goes back towards half forward now for Corio. Loughton's back there. Goes towards David Hayes. He rips Hobbs off the ball. Still there. There's about 20 players following the ball, and the umpires let it go. O'Leary tries to kick it off the ground. Now he can pick it up. Can he? No. Mostert goes at him. Radford's there. He's tackled. So the umpire has to come in now and bounce the ball. Good work from about 20 players there around the ball. It's still on the wing position on the grandstand side.
Yeah, I'm not going to be critical of the umpires today because I thought that the players themselves have done a good job in keeping the ball moving at all costs, and that's why the umpires are letting them go, because it's been played in good spirit here this afternoon, and some good football, and the umpires are acknowledging that by letting them get on with the business.
Boundary throw in on the wing. Reuter takes the front position in front of Bowden. Big thump away to O'Leary. Kicks it in front of him. Peters against Keating. Plays the push in the back and didn't get it for umpire Armstrong. So it's going to be a throw in again on the wing. We've been on the wing for about 3 minutes now. Both sides fighting hard for the ball.
Reuter, this time Bowden doing a bit of holding on. Bowden, no free kick as Muzzert disposes of Radford with a good hip and shoulder. Aitken's hand pass, not a good one, but now Baker took his eyes off the ball but has allowed his teammate in Davey to come through. Quick kick up to half forward. Nichols is there, likewise Collins. Now Nichols picks up, held without the footy. No, said the umpire, as we see now that Radford, cool in the crisis, got it to the radar, who chips it over the top, and Mickey O'Leary now takes the footy at half back, members side of the ground, so there's now into attack.
You look for Lang at centre half forward, and the half forward now goes wider towards Matthews. Keating getting back there. Oh, Peters now traps it. Shorty goes on the boundary line, gets one high, goes towards McGough, who comes out from full forward, traps it, gets around Bingham easy, then handballs over the top to Grozdanovsky. Can handball to Smith. He's going to be at Shelley, gives it back to Grozdanovsky. He's got Murray. He goes for the goal though, and has just missed Shark. One behind for him, 1 goal, 1. So a couple of Sharks out here this afternoon. O'Toole has 3 goals, and Grozdanovsky has 1. So it's 4-7-31, 5-8-38. Corio in front at Coeasy Shop third quarter scoreboard. Peters goes up against Bowden and does very well, Shorty, and gets a high tackle. Worked hard there, the little man. And temper's just becoming a little bit frayed here at the moment.
Well, this is the third and vital quarter, and I think the Suburbs are getting a sniff. They've got now back within 7 points. And they've probably, if I could call it the scoring end, have got use of it this term and need to utilise it.
Well, it goes up towards McGough, and also Lang coming out though, and bouncing the ball. Bigham backs himself, bounced it once, can go towards half back and kick towards the wing. Baker is against Radford and Luke Thompson there. Radford can pick it up, well shepherded, handball to Smith, gets away now, Dylan Smith onto his left boot, high, up towards half forward. Cockrell comes out, running back. Grozdanovsky did very well, as did Phil Ball, running back with the flight of the ball. Goes towards the boundary line, comes back inboard towards Lang, gets around Ruck, left foot kick, back towards Mostert, and also Kelvin Keating. Keating cool in a crisis towards Boyle, and also Hayes. Hayes traps it, short little kick. Charles slips catch, can't take it. Reuters there, the big man, does the blind turn, then handballs, puts Radford under pressure. He kicks it off the ground, goes back towards half forward, picking up Mostert. Kick smothered, close to the boundary line. Both sides working very hard for the footy. It's still in. Charles, he kicks it further afield. Now it's out. Gordon Collins sees it over the boundary line on the wing position.
Here, players really throwing themselves at the footy, and we've been travelling about 8 minutes of this third and vital quarter. Scoreboard shows Suburbs trailing Corio by 7 points at Coeasy Shops, bringing us this third term. Ball now, back into play. Kick off the carpet. Opportunity to Ashley Davey, but the boundary line again beats him, and we'll have another throw in. A little bit closer now towards centre wing. Still into the half forward line of the Suburbs, who are into attack. Opportunity there coming through was Luke Thompson, but again The ball is just a little congested on that outer side at the present time, and we'll have another boundary throw in. This time, Bowden. Back of the pack there was Baker, but went without the ball, but he's back in there fighting. Looks to handball off, can't find anybody. Then gets support there from Nichols, kicks off the carpet. Paul Smith comes out strongly. Good hip and shoulder on his opponent, Brett Loughton, who takes the footy over the line and have another throw in. Right on centre wing now. Members outer side of the ground.
Reuter and Bowden. Reuter gets his fist to it again, falls towards Baker, rows the pack. Right foot kick back towards Davey at centre half forward. He traps it. Hobbs couldn't get it. Davey now, one out O'Toole against Wembridge. O'Toole stands his ground, falls to the front of the pack. Matthews, quick kick away, back towards the centre. David Hayes stands and takes the mark in front of Michael O'Leary. Goes to the outer side, short towards Pip O'Toole. That's Mick. Now he's got support from Bowden. Kick smothered towards Davey now. Play on the call. It's at centre half forward. The umpire will now bounce it at centre half forward for the Devils. They lead 5-8-38. Eastern Suburbs 4-7-31. 7 points of difference on the Abco Easy Shop third quarter scoreboard.
Ball now centre half forward for the Devils. Umpire Ellison throws it in the air. Davey thumps it up towards their goal. Loughton's there. Good support from Thompson, who clears the ball to the members' side. Half-back flank. The race is on. Row bottom, and it looks like young Hayes. Hands and knees, Hayes. Kicked up the carpet, Ricky Bingham. That was good footy. Up to half forward now. Danny Aiken slips at the crucial time. The big ruckman for the Devils, and it's Darren Aiken, and he's done well. Big ruckman, and has got it forward.
He's got pretty good skills for a big guy, hasn't he?
He certainly has. And ball now at half forward. There's been a delay here for a minute. Not sure what's happened. The blood rule, I think you'll find on Krosnowski. Been replaced by Lavery. Ball now back into play, half forward. Devils into attack. Davey comes through strongly. Gets the hand pass to Baker. Good pressure there, O'Leary. Forces the ball.
Oh, high tackle. McNamara.
And yes, Paul Smith was just about to give one on young Matthew Hobbs, but decided against it as young Matt McNamara puts his head back on his shoulders and gets the free kick down half forward. The lead's on from O'Toole. That's Mark. Good kick, but he couldn't take the mark. Wembridge is there. He's wrapped up. Good tackle. Mick O'Toole. Now Mark O'Toole's there. The O'Toole boys are doing it all. Kick. He was out of bounds, and it was a goal too, I think. No, it was a point. Would have been a behind, but it's out of bounds for a boundary throw in about 25 metres around from the Devils' goal. They're kicking to the city end of Richmond Crescent, and they lead by 7 points at this stage. Yes, now Bowden, and this time Reuter has been forced to go down into the defence, deep side of the ground, rather than that kick behind. Well done, the big fella Reuter in front. Looks to Hobbs, paddles it out to Radar. Rundle, kicks off the carpet now. Up to centre wing. Hayes in front. Oh, took his eyes off the footy. O'Leary doesn't though. He got the ball collared. Just chips it across to centre half forward. Baker under pressure. Still battles on though. Good work, Davey comes in and gives support. Here's an opportunity now for big fella Bowden, who shoots a goal from 30 metres out. The ball just ricochets the wrong side of the big stick. 1 point off the boot there of the resting ruckman, Jason Bowden. 5-9-39 Corio, 4-7-31 Eastern Suburbs. 8 points of difference on the Abco Easy Shop third quarter scoreboard. We've been going 13 minutes in this second quarter. Short kick by Wembridge to the outer side, and he finds Luke Thompson in the back pocket. Phil Boyle standing the mark. There's not much on offer for him at half back. He kicks it up there now, O'Leary. And push out, was it by Mostert? No, it wasn't. Play on the call. Mozzie gets it out to Mick O'Toole at 50. Kick smothered again. 2-on-1. Smith tries to tap it on. Radford wrapped up by Davey. Too high, says the umpire. And Terry Radford will take the free kick at centre half back for Eastern Suburbs. Terry Radford can thank his lucky stars. The umpire was on his side, because from here, I thought the tackle was a good one from Davey, who hasn't really done much wrong this afternoon. Radford's kick goes straight to the pocket and finds Luke Thompson, who chips up looking for the lead of Lang. Overruns the ball. Lavery's there supporting, but was dispossessed of the ball. Tapped forward. Was good football there from Danny Ruck. Looks to the run there of Ricky Bingham, but again, boundary line beats all players. Throw in half forward flank members side with the Corio Devils now into attack.
Reuter gets a big thump away, but it was a free kick for a hold there against Reuter. It's going to go to Aitken at half forward for Corio. Short little kick. Oh, it's good too. Phil Boyle. Now, he went one step and went for goal. It's going to sit up there now. Getting back there, Bowden. Did he take the mark? No, he didn't. Play on. Mark O'Toole sharks it. Gets it back towards the teeth of goal. Punched away by Luke Thompson. Good play. Reuter shepherds for Radford, who runs out. Davey tackles him. Now Radford gets another tackle. Still there at centre half forward for Corio as it's bottled up. And it's going to be another ball up.
Good pressure there from the defence of the eastern suburb side because, well, it's been up there for some time now. Corio's unable to penetrate the strong defence. As we see now an opportunity for McNamara. Could have cut one a bit high. Butters up well low as Bowden. Gives it across to Boyle, who lazily fires at goal and is well offline. Nowhere near the big stick. And another point on the board off the boot of Philip Boyle.
So that's Corio's 10th behind, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They've got 5, 10, 40. Corio, Eastern Suburbs, 4, 7, 31. At Coeasy Shop, third quarter scoreboard. Kicking in by Wembridge is good to Loughton on the outer side, half-back flank. So, Phil Boyle, the last point kicker there, stands the mark as Loughton goes towards the wing. Coming quickly was Hayes. Ruck roves the pack well at the front of the pack. Goes back towards Boyle and Loughton. Thumps it away. Brent Loughton does very well. And it'll be a boundary throw in. 5, 10, 40 Corio. Eastern Suburbs 4, 7, 31. 9 points of difference on the Atco Easy Shop third quarter scoreboard. Reuter taps it down. O'Leary roves the pack well. Then he's dispossessed. Comes back towards Hobbs. Kick off the ground by O'Toole. That's Mick. Falls towards Smith. Coming out there also was Bowden. But good play, Matty Hobbs. And then gets one high.
Oh, no. That's a good hip and shoulder.
Play towards Rundle at half forward. Goes towards Murray and Shelley. Murray can't take the mark. And it's close to the boundary line. In fact, it is out now. And it's going to be a boundary throw in at 30 metres. Out from goal for the Eastern Suburbs side. And we've been playing 16 and a half minutes in this third quarter.
31 plays 40. Corio leading by 9 points. GDFL footy match of the day on 89.1 Country FM is country football here at Richmond Crescent. Ball now left forward pocket for the Suburbs. O'Leary miraculously gets his ball to boot, or boot to ball. And unfortunately for Mick, though, he's offline, and he's popped it out of bounds from the full, but that was a great effort from the slashing sentiment for the Suburbs.
Seamus Hall on 14, Perello too at centre half back, or on the half back flank. He's up against Phil Boyle now. Free kick to Ian Cockrell in the last line of defence for Corio. Goes with the torpedo. That is a shocking kick off the boot, and in fact is out of bounds on the full, so a free kick to Eastern Suburbs. Poor kick there from Cockrell.
Yeah, they just tend to lose concentration, don't they, after doing all this good work.
And it's going to be Daryl Rowbottom with the free kick. He's going to be kicking from about 35 out. He's on the boundary line. And he's going to have a crack at it. He comes in now. He's always a thumping kick. It's to the teeth of goal. Murray last in line, can't get it. McGough taps it up. Trapped by McNamara, can handball it out. He does so to Bingham. They're away here. If he can give it to Keating, oh, he's going to put him under pressure. But good play back to Bingham. Now back to Smith. Oh, dropped it. Looked up. Then he kicks. Radford be able to chop it off. Yes, he is, but he can't pick it up. McNamara's there again. He's wrapped up, holding the ball. And a free kick at half forward. Shorty Peters for Eastern Suburbs.
Well, now Shorty's got the foot. He'll do something miraculous here. The lead McGough's ignored, so he tries to torpedo, but oh, it's a shocking kick. Bit of a wobbly old punt. Up there we see McNamara's in the thick of things again. That's Darren. And it was like the evening three-step with him and Craig McGough there, and the biggest bear hug.
I think he just gave him a kiss on the cheek too when he got up. On the forehead, was it? Lavery tackled out the ball. Pack develops still there. The umpire to come in. Umpire Armstrong and bounce it again. So 5, 10, 40 Corio, 4, 7, 31 Eastern Suburbs. And thankfully we've picked a close match of the day again.
Yeah, we've done it again. Guest video, Country FM, Hope you enjoyed the kick-by-kick description here this afternoon. A light from Richmond Crescent, the home of the Eagle, Eastern Suburbs. Ball now is taken out to the half-forward flank. Suburbs into attack, but Kelvin Keating does well for the Devils. Out there looking for the Baker boy. Hotly pressed Paul Baker, though, on that occasion by another very good player for the Suburbs, Gordon Collins, and knocks the ball out of bounds right in front of the All Signs sign there at centre wing, and the big shed supporting Eastern Suburbs.
Bowden gets a tap down. Radford roves. Quick kick towards Peters. Pushed into it by Keating. Then gets around. Handball puts in front of Rundle. Can't pick up the first attempt. Then he can at the second. Kick. Oh, McGough lost it in the sun and then picked it up anyway. It was good kick by Rundle. And he took the mark in front of Cockrell, but got up limping. That knee, his right knee heavily strapped. Short kick towards Lang on the lead. Lang, can't take the mark. And then could have given away a free kick to Ruck, but it's play on. There's 3 Devils players there. Ruck has time now, then took a very long time, pushed it up towards Cockrell, has to stand and wait and take a very good mark in front of McGough at half-back.
Well, let's just hope Cockrell could use the ball a little better this time. His last effort wasn't so good, kicking it out of bounds in the full. So he elects the hand pass. That was better football because he had support there from Paul Smith. A long bomb up there to centre wing. Battle's on now. Radford, just a little bit long with the footy. Goes back in after it. Umpire said, give it to me, fellas, as Corio's young McNamara was away with the footy. But Steve Ellis sort of decided that he'd have a bounce down.
Oh, shocking throw there by Allenson. Umpire Allenson towards Matthews and Bowden. Close to the boundary line, pushed out by Alan Rundle. Free kick found for Corio. It's going to be going to Jason Bowden in front of the Eastern Suburbs coach's box. Short little kick towards Matthew McNamara. Takes the chest mark. Good play. Was going to play on quickly. Now he does towards David Hayes. Has to turn around. Running across the ground. Seamus Hawes coming at him. Good play by him. Traps it, but then he can't do anything with it. Boyle gets it back to McNamara, who's wrapped up. Gets free. Gets his left foot to it. In front. Aitken. That's where you have to be in the forward line. He takes the mark at centre half forward in front of Brent Loughton.
Darren Aitken has got the footy. Been pretty impressed with him and Jason Bowden here this afternoon. And the kid's pretty keen now. He wants to kick this. He's taking his time.
He's not too confident. He's looking for a lead. There's none on offer. So he's going to be kicking from about 40. He comes in now. Low. It's going to be in the teeth of goal. O'Toole was there. That's Mark. Radford traps it again. Mark O'Toole's there. Caught in the middle, and the umpire will bounce the ball. So it's only about 10 metres out from the Corio goal. We've been playing 21 minutes in this third quarter.
It's been a real battle of defences so far. Corio only being able to add the 2 points, and the Suburbs the 1 goal won in this third and vital quarter. Corio have had the ball on their half-forward line for a numerous amount of the term, but due to some very good work by the defence of the Eagles, with the likes of Collins, Radford and Rundle, who have held it up again, and we'll have another bounce down on the outer side. Half-forward flank, Corio Devils into attack.
Thrown up again. Reuter comes. Good tap out to Radford, who ran outside the pack there, then dodged the handball around Hayes, but then was wrapped up. Couldn't get the ball inboard to Michael O'Leary. So it's going to be a boundary thrown at half-forward outer side for Corio. They lead 5-10-40. Eastern Suburbs 4-7-31. 9 points the difference. Thrown in. Reuter takes it out of the ruck on this occasion. It's chopped off though by Mick O'Toole. Out wide towards Paul Smith. Also there was Matthew McNamara. It's pushed out by Alan Rundle. And it's going to be another throw in at half-forward for Corio.
Rundle just remonstrating there with Paul Smith. Reuter, good work there to Hobbs. Bit of an up and under. Kick to centre wing. Ball comes to ground. Packer plays around it. O'Leary, good work. Taps it forward. Ball spills now. Opportunity Boyle. Well tackled. And it looks like the radar. Alan Rundle, the captain of the side for the Suburbs, to drive them to half forward.
Had a lead from Lang. He ignored that. Umpire's just asking Ball to come back on the mark. Rundle now kicks towards Murray. hit him in the head, I think, the footy. Handball to Radford. He's wrapped up. Handball to nobody in particular. Chopped off by O'Toole, gives it to Matthew McNamara, breaks the tackle. Handball out to David Hayes. It's chopped off by Mickey O'Leary. They've got a couple here. Bottoms at 50. He's got nothing to kick to, though, so he kicks long to McGough, but he had led, and Cockrell stayed, and he takes the mark. Plays on quickly, runs across the goal, goes towards two players, Bigham and also Shorty Peters. He's got support in Lavery, but good play. Held his ground and also stood up towards the line. Did very well there against Shorty Peters for a boundary throw in at half forward grandstand side for Eastern Suburbs.
That's the Murray coming off the ground.
And being replaced by Groves Donosky. Falls towards Peters, handball to Johnny Matthews, controls it, then he gets wrapped up by Bigham. Good play by him, handball to McNamara. He's wrapped up. Shelley and Cockrell in there also. Cockrell, left foot kick high to Baker, and Luke Thompson coming out at Hobbs. He traps it. Then his pack develops with him and Baker. Oh, the umpire just quick enough he didn't get the kick away. And Matthew Cullen's also on the for Corio. He won't be too hard to pick up. There's mud on him yet. It's going to be a ball up at half forward for Eastern Suburbs. Bowden. Reuter gets it. Off. Good roving again. Lang in front. Can he trap it? No, yes, can. Then he's wrapped up though by McNamara. McGough runs through with Radford. Bigham stands. Then out towards Cockrell. Kelvin Keating has to run back also. Pack develops again. Good tough play from both sides. And the Eagles have moved it a bit closer to their goal. They're about 35 metres out from goal now.
Yeah, the scoreboard showing 9 points the margin. Corio in front. Lang does the ruck work. Got it to McGough, who has been absolutely collared there by Bowden and McNamara for the Devils. And we'll have another bounce down at half forward. It's the right half forward, or members side of the Eastern Suburbs home, Richmond Crescent. And time check shows 23.5 minutes gone of this third and vital quarter. Brought to us by Abco Easy Shops in and around Geelong. Geelong's only independent convenience store chain. As the ball again is at half forward. And a very congested passage of football here, Jason. Doherty?
Certainly is. Ron Brain. Ball up now. Lang tries to tap it towards Matthews. Comes out to Kelvin Keating. Pushes in front of him, but it's only Luke Thompson there. Keating comes again. Good pressure. McNamara turns onto his left foot. Cullen and Davey. Davey drops the mark. Hobbs is there. Oh, walks around. Then a little kick towards Reuter. He pushes in front of him. Then kick off the ground again by the ruckman. Cockrell can't trap it at centre half back. Now he can. Oh, he's going to get wrapped up. Pushed off the ball there by Peter Lang. Cockrell again working hard. Tries to handball. Rowbottom throws him off the ball. And another pack develops at centre half forward for the Suburbs.
Yep, boys pretty desperate out there at this important stage of the game. Alfie Delamonica back on now for the Suburbs.
Shorty Peters off.
Okay. Good work, Peter Lang. Got it down, but it was well sharked at ground level by Matt McNamara. Hands and knees, Dylan Smith over to Hobbs. Hand pass, didn't find a target. Oh, Ashley Davey trapped it well. Now feeds off opportunity, Baker. Paul Baker for Corio's kick down, not a good one. And it's well marked out there by the radar. Alan Rundle for the Suburbs.
Goes across the ground to Wembridge. There's the siren for three-quarter time. As Woodduck and the boys have lit the fire at three-quarter time, so you know it's getting pretty cold here at Eastern Suburbs. The local boys, they're on screen for our guest video watchers at the Great Western. They're here every week, and at three-quarter time, Corio, 5 goals, 10-40. They lead Eastern Suburbs 4-7-31, only 1 goal in that third quarter, and that was to Peter Lang early in the piece. So 2 behinds for Corio and 1 goal 1 for Eastern Suburbs. The goal kick is to three-quarter time for Corio. Mark O'Toole has 3 and singles to Dave Nichols and Paul Smith, while for Eastern Suburbs, Peter Lang has 3 and Peter Grosdanowski has 1 goal. Ronnie, some better players in that third quarter for both sides.
Yeah, well, again, from an Eastern Suburb point of view, Mickey O'Leary and McGough and Reuter been very busy. Gordon Collins again in defence. Alan Rundle in that quarter had a lot to do as well. So a good quarter from the skipper. And from a Corio point of view, well, Ashley Davey wasn't his dominant self in that term. But other players, I thought Paul Baker handled himself well. Of course, Darren Aiken had Jason Bowden contributing. And Paul Smith came into that quarter for the Devils. Ricky Bingham did well in defence for them as well. But all in all, it was a real battle of defences.